You're highly welcome to Future Setters Youth Development Show, right? A lot of us don't really know how to manage our emotions. We have problems with how we feel, and we want others to feel the same way we feel. We want to force them to do the way they should do it. We want to force people to do things the way we want them to do it, and that's very wrong. So today we have brought together a very great program in our episode 6 of our youth development show, and the topic is NLP and Emotional Intelligence, the key to building effective leadership. A lot of you are still wondering, what is NLP? Because even sometimes we see a lot of acronyms and wonder what this means. So at the end of this video or towards the beginning of this video, when a great speaker talks about it, you learn a lot. So you still be wondering, what's NLP? What's NLP? Just take your time, be patient, you know what it truly means, right? And then manage your emotions, how to use your emotions to become an effective leader. What does it take to be an effective leader? Qualities of an effective leader, how to build effective leader, how to build good leadership, and how to use your emotions to do right things. This is what we're going to be discussing today. So, Future Setters Institute is an institute where young minds are groomed on 3 core niches: leadership, personal development, and work ethics. A lot of young individuals, they need to build themselves because this world has changed. A lot of things are occurring here and there. Over in other countries, you see that the world is actually developing, but most people feel that things are still normal, that they should just do things the way they want to. No, that's why we have put together this organization so that we can build young people, we can create impact where they can actually harness their potential, they can know what they truly have in them, they can discover themselves, self-awareness, know what they carry and how they can use it for the betterment of people out there. So do well to stay with us while we interact on this great topic. My name is Victor Otasowie, the founder of Future Setters Institute, and also I'm going to be your host for today. Also, I'm going to be welcoming a very great speaker, our guest speaker, and the person of Dharshani Sivakumar from India, and she's a life coach, and she's a lot of things which you get to know with time. Just listen to her while she talks to you extensively on how to build effective leadership and how NLP, which you will know at the end of this video, how NLP and emotional intelligence impacts every young individual's leadership style. You are highly welcome, Ms. Dharshani Sivakumar. Dharshani, you can come in.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. You can talk
Is
to us.
your connectivity breaking or it's my breaking? I don't know.
No, it's not breaking. I'm with you. I'm listening. Okay, so stay with us. Dharshani Sivakumar is going to be talking to us extensively on the topic. Stay with us. Yes.
Sorry. Yes. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon from whichever part of the world you're joining here with us today. So thank you, Victor, for this wonderful opportunity, and thank you for that wonderful introduction and the intro which you gave about the topic as it is.
You're welcome.
So before I start today's session, whatever questions you have, please keep posting on the comments or in the show today, so that as in when the time permits, I'll keep answering, because this is gonna be a very much a self discovery session about yourself. Leave others for now. Let's start thinking about ourselves for now before we go on with someone else's life. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so coming back to today's topic, which is NLP and emotional intelligence, and how leadership plays a role in this particular, in these two parts of what we're going to talking about. Say, if I may ask you, who are you? And if you have got, 30 to 60 seconds, that if you get a chance to introduce yourself, how will you introduce yourself as? It requires a lot of practice, it requires a lot of modifications which may come on the way, but this is a question which I'll give you to think over, as to if you had got a chance to talk about who you are, what you do in an elevator, how will you describe yourself and your business to them where they remember you? And No one is you, and that is your superpower. No one can be Darshini, or no one can be Victor, or no one can be anyone
Sure.
else. And we have to accept the way we are. We have to accept the weakness. We have to accept our flaws. That is the baseline of this. And any development, any transformation starts with self awareness and your mindset. Disclaimer, uh, this session can be thought provoking. I'm not saying what you're doing is right. It's not about right or wrong, but this session can help you to think and understand, is there anything you need to change, or is there anything you can do differently to get a different result as to
Res-
what you do. Maybe sometimes we are doing the same thing and we are not getting the result we want. So let's change the methodology as to where things takes us. But from somewhere we need to start. So let's give it that start from now on so that we can reach where we want to reach. On the go, we might have to do the modification, but never change the goal. This brings us to the first segment, which is, which is called your NLP. You must be wondering, what is NLP? NLP is nothing but it's called neuro linguistic programming, which means there's a way which we communicate to others and to yourself, but you talk to yourself more than you talk to others.
Hmm.
You will have a
Wonderful.
pattern of communication in every set of emotions, or in any state of your emotions which we go through on a daily basis. Take your basic emotions. It can be positive, it can be negative. In every emotions, you will have a way of communicating to yourself and to others. So that is what is NLP basically, where you will be, or you will be changing something consciously to, do something in a better manner. But unconsciously you'll be doing a lot of things. Do someone come and tell you brush your teeth in the morning? Do come and someone come and tell you to eat your breakfast? No, that is something you do autopilot, or you have been practicing, or you have been trained, coached to do like that instead of being trained to do like that, which I would use the word as. So this is where, you know NLP comes into picture. Say for example, you want to start something. There is two ways to it. One, are you going to tell yourself the story that I can't do this, what if things go wrong, what if things don't work in the way I wanted to? Or are you going to tell yourself a story that what may come, I will try, I will learn, it's okay to make mistakes, but showing up and having discipline along with consistency takes you a long way. And there's a difference. I'll give you very simple two statements, and you tell me to which statement you are prone to taking action. Whoever is watching this live, put it on the comments down below and you can let me know. I want to lose weight versus I want to lose 5 kgs in next 2 months. I'm pretty sure many of you will go with the second statement, and I'll tell you why. Because it's more specific. You know what you want to do, by in what timeline you want to do. Nothing but the way you communicate is, that is what we call it NLP, which we have been doing for quite some time. But sometimes we'll have to change a lot of things in a conscious manner so that we get a different result. Because I'm pretty sure future setters, this particular, I would say a personal brand, or Victor must have started it in a different way. Through his experience and through his learning processes, he must have changed or tweaked certain things here and there, did some modifications, and he has got, to the stage where he has reached today. Maybe with the day he started, maybe as simple as that, your video quality, or the kind of the way you want to run the show, he must have had lot of trial and errors, where Today he has reached a stage where it goes in a flow, and he's able to bring in people and do sessions which is need for the other, and also what audience want. So nothing. This is also a way of communication, but it is more of, are you gonna take it in a positive way or are you gonna take it in a negative way? Different scenario. If something is not working, immediately we start blaming the environment or we start blaming people around us. Instead, okay, now this has happened. Let me see what I can do next. Or who are the better resources whom I can go connect with to get better knowledge, understanding, who can help me out, going further. As simple as that. Sometimes I'll tell you, for example, you see this paper, a plain paper here. What happens if you crush this paper up? It will go haywire, isn't it? I'll show you. Just give me a second. Sorry. Just give me a second. See, this is a plain paper. I'm just crushing this paper for you here. And I'm going to open this paper back. Can you make it straight like how it was before? No. Many times we talk when we get angry, when we get irritated, frustrated, but be aware in your mind that the whole relationship is getting spoiled there. The relationship with yourself and the relationship that you have with the other person whom you're connecting with. As simple as that. And we are not working with something which is very tangible where you can touch and feel. We are working with something intangible which you have wired yourself all these years. It's gonna take up some time for you to rewire. But first is, we need to understand what kind of behavior which you project when you are getting angry, when you are getting irritated, when you are getting frustrated. Because different people will have different ways of emotions or different behavior patterns and different emotions with each individual. I'll give you a very simple example. Say, for example, you get angry with someone. Are you a person who uses a lot of verbal language, or are you a person who walks restlessly here and there, or are you a person who goes sits quietly in a place and you don't talk anything? You need to understand your behavior first. This is the first segment which I, which uh, I got a chance to read this book about, you know, the author called Daniel Goleman on emotional intelligence, and that starts with self awareness. The first segment which he starts is with self awareness. So you need to understand what is your behavior pattern. If you sit quietly, go have sip some water or go for a walk. Or if you're a person who's restlessly walking, maybe sit and play a game of Candy Crush, or sit and solve a Rubik's cube. Or if you're a person who's more verbal, don't be in that situation or in that environment. Moreover, so see where you need to change your pattern. But before that, you need to identify what is your pattern. When I say pattern, it can be your behavior, as simple as that. So this kind of self-awareness, because see, emotions doesn't comes out of the blue. It comes because you had a thought. When do you get stressful, or when do you get regretful? When you think about something in your past. When do you get anxious? When you think about something in the future. But is it really happening right here, right now? No. Or is that situation happening here, right now? It's something like a snowball effect, where, or as simple as riding a cycle on a slopey road. Initially, if you control the speed of the cycle, you can handle that speed. Otherwise, you're gonna go crash down somewhere. Same way with your emotions. When you're on an emotional high state, Never try to take decisions or never try to take impulsive decisions and regret it later.
Definitely.
Or never think about anything when you're on an emotional high. It's okay. But not every thought is your reality. Not every, see, this can sound very, dramatic or cliche, but this is the reality of it. Not all thoughts is your reality. Now, after you understand your behavioral patterns during each emotions, now how do we regulate it? First is to bring your, what is a thought, or bring that into your awareness state, so that you can regulate it, or you can do a reframing of the same situation. Instead of playing the victim role, instead of blaming yourself and the environment, okay, ask yourself as to what is that situation trying to teach you. Simple. See, today I'm talking this because I have practiced it consciously, taking in efforts, knowing that I'll have to walk the path, knowing that it's frustrating, it's irritating, all those things. But you'll thank your future self very much in the later stage. And this is the second part, which we call the self-regulation from the Daniel Goleman emotional intelligence model. When I say motivation, initially, to some extent, you can rely on motivation from outside, but you need to know what fires up you inside. Or if something is not giving you that, that fire or that motivation or that discipline, you need to understand why it is troubling you, or what is the reason. If I do this, what will happen? If I don't do this, what will happen? If I'm going to do this, what is going to change? So you need to know, if you get anxious or about something, or if you get stressed about something, do you work better, or does you will not be able to work at all? You need to understand where you stand. Anyone has any questions, go ahead and post it, or you can connect with me on my personal window or my LinkedIn or wherever, that Victor will be sharing it in some time,
Sure.
or you can comment it down. I will answer it then and there. So this is, see, I'm not that person, I'm not such a individual who relies on motivation, but I'm a person who's morely on with discipline. No matter how your day is, no matter where you are, showing up changes a lot of things.
Sure. Definitely.
You can be empathetic. You can be empathetic. It's not about being, you know see, you should know when you should use empathy, when you should use sympathy. Empathetic is nothing but you don't get involved in other people's emotion, but you know how to handle your own emotions first, so that you can don't, if you're not able to handle your emotions, don't go try handling the other person's emotion. You're going to spoil both of them. And then it comes with your, then the last part is your social skills. That's a different segment altogether, but let's think of handling yourself for now before we go to the other segment, or whatever the other factors, or places where you will have to start communicating. See, you might have IQ, that's okay, but you need to have your EQ skills equally in place.
Sure.
Because if you take any successful people, EQ is one thing, you know uh, they look into, especially if you're working. Because if you're not able to handle your emotions, because it's going to affect you in every part of your life.
Definitely.
So why e- see, uh, every individual will have a different definition to being a leader, or if you ask someone, how would they define leadership, they will have a different way. Can I have some answers in the chat window as to how would you define leadership as?
Okay, feel free to.
Or if I ask you what is leadership according to you, what would you tell me? If some of you can take couple of minutes in typing or whatever it is and put your thoughts on what is leadership according to you. Okay, as you do that, you know um, because the base is here, the base is your communication, what you do. It's about taking initiatives. It's about taking that leap of faith, knowing, taking charge of taking charge of your life, or taking charge of your team. It can sound very it can sound very dramatic, or I don't know how it's sounding to you, but we need to understand certain things which needs to be understood in a proper manner. Any questions, Victor? Have you received any questions?
So far, no questions, no questions. But definitely
Okay.
before the program rounds up, there'll be questions. So people,
Okay.
feel
Okay.
free to
Cool.
ask
Cool. Cool.
questions in the comment section. Everyone, feel free to ask questions in the comment section. We'll
Yeah,
respond to them.
because that is also equally important.
Very important. Sure,
So yeah.
sure.
See, I'll when see why I said this is because uh, if you're traveling, or if you're taking a flight, or if you're taking a train, or if you're taking the road, if you see through every window, you will have a different you know scenery, or a different landscape you'll get to see in the world, or whenever you're traveling. If you travel in flights or through air, you will get a bird's eye view of the whole city outside, isn't it? Or you can see down if
Yeah.
the whole city is visible. So we need to start taking control of situations from a bird's eye view. It makes a difference. And today I'm going to teach you a couple of techniques or tools as to what you can do to handle your emotions. Okay. So there's something called, you know, PALM, PALM. This is something which my mentor taught me, or in one of the EI sessions which I was attending. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she's attending the session right now. If she's attending, thank you for teaching me this technique. So, which is called P stands for your physical posture or your physical association. The way you stand, the way you talk, the way you sit in any emotional manner. Say if you're confident, you'll be standing straight or you'll be sitting erect. Your body posture is upright, and you know what how you know what is your body posture when you're confident, and you know what is your body posture if you're feeling stressed or anxious or whatever in the negative emotions. A is nothing but your attention. There's this big statement which keeps flowing everywhere, which is, they say that where your attention goes, your energy flows. Now we need to pick and choose where your energy, where do you want to direct your energy to. Then, which I call the L, which is called the language, the way we communicate. Is it in a positive way or is it in a negative way? M stands for the meaning. Are you gonna play the victim? Are you gonna play the role of the victim, or are you gonna take charge of your life or that particular situation in order to achieve what you want to achieve? So now you need to sit back and think as to, you know, uh, what is it? Is that situation trying to teach you something, or are you trying to blame the environment? See, if a flower doesn't bloom, do you blame the environment or do you blame the flower? Simple as that. That's how it is. See, today we are living in such a world where different countries, different cultures, different everything is different.
Definitely.
But it is the way how we see it. Today, there are a lot of festivals, there are a lot of things which is celebrated all over the world. As simple as like a friendship day, or as simple as like a father's or the mother's day, or whatever day you call it. But we don't we celebrate it, don't we come together? We create that kind of, picture in our mind when we listen to something. But I'm saying you create that picture. Don't set it as a boundary. Okay, if that is the place, that is how it is. We come with a lot of pre-assumed notions with us, isn't it? As to, if we hear particular place or a country, we say immediately, we say that's not safe.
That's true.
Don't we? Many a times we must have done that. In our early times, we must have done that, but don't do that. We never know. They might be culturally very strong. We never know. We need to learn from each other.
That's very true.
And this is mainly for the audience and whoever is listening to this later. There is nothing called as failure. As long as you're trying, as long as you're getting constructive feedback, you are doing it. There's nothing called failure in this world. This is my personal this thing which I'm sharing, but there's nothing called failure. As long as if you're not trying, it's a failure for you.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're trying something, that's good. Yeah.
Thank you.
There's something else which I do very on a daily basis. One is giving myself an high five. What I've done is on a piece of paper, I drawed my own hand. I've sticked it on the not sticked it, I've hanged it in my mirror where every day I go give it a high five. That is basically giving a high five to myself that that charges you up. And hugging yourself standing in front of the mirror. This is a technique which is called mirroring. No one is your competitor. The person who you look at the mirror is your competitor. No one else is your competitor. See, all these things I'm not saying out of a script or anything. These are things which I've learned all these
Yeah,
years through experience, through going through a lot of different situations which has ups and downs. With all those experience, and I'm a very ferocious reader. I'm not boasting, but this is how I am. But why I chose this particular career is that the kind of gratitude, the kind of mental satisfaction you get after a training or a coaching program will not replace a paycheck, even
that's true.
will not replace it. But at the end of the day, sharing the knowledge what you have gives me immense gratitude at the end of the day, which it does till today. It does. See, even when Victor, very simple example, I'll tell you, when Victor reached out to me for this particular program, I could have easily said a no,
True.
or true. Unfortunately, for some reason, last time, I don't know, I was not keeping good health or something happened which I was not able to show up. But I was feeling guilty at that time. But even breaking an addiction also comes with understanding who you are and what is your behavior pattern,
That's true.
which I simply said in one word, which is your self awareness.
Yes,
Okay. There's only one thing which will change at any given point of time in different emotions and in different things. Nothing. What is that one thing which changes? When your emotion changes, that is only one thing which will change for you. What is that?
that's you.
Not
Hmm.
okay. Thank you, Victor. But okay, if you notice, your breathing pattern changes in any and every emotion.
Hmm.
If those of you are sitting and listening this to me, if you just close your eyes and observe your breathing pattern, it will be from your chest but not from your stomach.
Hmm. So you become
Just
unhealthy.
take a moment.
Wow. Okay.
You take a moment, close your eyes, just sit and observe your breathing. It will be from your chest. It will be very short. The breathing will be very short. But on the flip side, imagine if you're lying down on the bed, your breathing will be deeper, longer, but from your stomach. Okay? This is one thing. Second is, there are two brains in your human body system. One is your brain, and what is which is your second brain? If anyone can tell you from who's watching this show right now with me, your gut. The moment something negative hits here, it will hit your gut also. Indigestion, nutrition or vitamins which is not absorbing in your body. As simple as that. So, but you have to be conscious if you overeat or if you munch a lot during if you're stressed. If you munch fruits or berries, it's fine. But don't munch on your junk food. You're going to spoil the both. That's something else which you have to understand. And yes, that is a topic for a different day
Sure.
altogether. But, uh, you know, uh, see, there are a lot of things which I have told all in just in 30 minutes. And I know I'm going to handle a couple of more things here. I would request each one of you who's watching this with me right now, who's watching this later, go back maybe after a day or two, listen to this video once again, take down your own notes, and start following. I'm saying I have seen a lot of changes within 1 week. But keep your mind very open. But give yourself enough breaks, give yourself that pause kind of a moment, and think, do I need to change the emotion or do I need to change something? Understand where you are standing, observe your body language. Then, if you're not in the universe and your frequency doesn't match, nothing is going to work out for you. Simple. Nothing is going to work out for you. And then you change whatever needs to be changed. Yeah. So this is where EQ and your NLP comes in picture. Your pause and your self check is EQ. Your body language and the language which we spoke about is your NLP. So this is something which I've brought in a very short and crisp manner, keeping the time and time in check. I've just crisped it down and in a very crisp and crystal clear manner. Now, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. If no questions, you can listen to this and ask me later also.
Awesome. 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 So if there is any question, feel free to ask in the comment section. For everyone watching, if you have any suggestion, any idea, anything you feel like asking or suggesting, you are very free to drop it in the chat. So we look forward to hearing your comments. But if you don't have comments, possibly after the end of this video, you can also drop them. All right. For those that are not, for those that are going to watch it after the live, feel free to ask your questions as well. So if there's any question, just feel free to ask. So once more, so we're still checking. If there's any comments? Okay. For now, no comments. For now, comments, Dharshani. But hopefully,
Hope I had created some kind of impact.
definitely, you did. Definitely. And I really want to appreciate you for your time. I really want to appreciate you for imparting us today. Definitely, I learned a lot. And I must say, I learned a lot. There's a saying that a lot of people have a very high IQ, but they have a very low EQ. Most of them feel it's just all about the intelligence, but how do they really feel? How do they really communicate? Do they communicate effectively? Are they social and all that? One thing that actually helps us is if we are able to build connections with people. But most of us just care about the results. I have the results, but then I don't care about socializing, making friends, going for conferences, doing certain things, and all that. So that's one thing that limits us. And I definitely learned a lot from this. And yeah, he said create impact. Create impact. That's very important. Then we should not make impulsive decisions. That's also another great thing. Once more, thank you so much, Dharshani Sivakumar. Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
You're welcome. I do appreciate having you. So I'm going to be talking briefly, still on this same topic, but from a different perspective. So I'm going to be talking on this topic from a different perspective. So feel free, feel free. But before I start, I would love us to listen to our Future Setters audio play.
Welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
Once more, I want to appreciate Dharshani Sivakumar for being with us. And also, I want to appreciate everyone of our audience following our live stream. We're going to be talking on the aspect of leadership. The aspect of leadership. And before I talk about the aspect of leadership, building an effective leadership, we also need to understand our emotions because our emotions play a huge role in the way we lead. That is also the major essence of this topic, NLP and emotional intelligence, the key to building effective leadership. Now, emotions. Emotions is all about how I feel. We're talking about how I feel, or possibly emotional intelligence is how about knowing about my feeling and knowing about other people's feeling. So I understand that this is how others are supposed to feel. Even if I'm a human person, I'm a human, right? And I also need to know that the other person is also human. He has blood. He has the same feeling we have. So I should not feel that this person, maybe because I feel too big, that this person is now so low and all that. No, that's not how things are supposed to be done. So you actually need to know that. Feel in people's shoes before you conclude on certain things. Know how people feel. you just want to rub things on people. We just want to say, there are certain words we say, there are certain things we say. We just say it out. We don't even think that, okay, how would this if affect the next person? You understand? You just mention something like somebody says there's a particular man. You just be like, you are a fool, you are this, you are that. And then imagine you are telling people you are leading such words. How would they feel? Possibly you are the head of this organization, you are this, you are that. And you say certain words, and these words attack people. It makes them feel so sad, feel so low, and they don't work again. So our emotions matter. If we actually know how people feel, then we know how to draw them closer to ourselves. So meaning that if we draw them closer, them feel that, or someone is coming to me and tell me, person, no, go back. I don't need you. All those kind of things. You are feeling so big and all that. It's also a big problem. So if we can understand our emotions, people will always be magneted to us. We become a magnetic personality. We attract great things to ourselves. But because we decide to always, feel we are the boss, we are the chair, we are this, we are that, we feel we are the leader, in quotes, there is a problem. Not everyone can be a leader. Yes, some people say that everybody has the ability to lead and all that, but not everybody can be a leader. A lot of people love to be autocratic. They love things to be done their own way, while some people love to be democratic, and some people love to be, they just feel laissez-faire, they feel like nothing happens and all that. So evaluate things before you make decisions. You look at it. Does it really help the people around me, or does it step on people's toes? Does it cause harm to people? Maybe I make decision, I should consider it, think through, and also ask for other people's opinions. What do you think about that? Think about it. You don't just jump, like he said, impulsive decision, impulsive behavior. You see, there's this friend I have. Yes, yeah. We usually stay together before he relocated and all that. What happened is that he's the head of the house. That's like he's the leader of all the people in the house. So if there are decisions that need to be made, he's the one that will make such decisions, and we'll just have to follow. And then I brought my own opinions. I'm the kind of person that I would love to reason what you have to say before I conclude or say something. And most times people always love to say this person is antagonizing us, he doesn't support me. He doesn't. Most times as a leader, you just have to know that people may not support you. It depends. Some may support you, some may not support. Most people that don't even support you are really the great persons. Those people are the true leaders. If you can truly understand who they are. So it was like, okay, everybody share your opinions. They were just waiting for Victor to speak. And then I spoke. I said, what you said is good, but I feel everyone should be entitled, should be free to do whatever they want to do. Give them their freedom. You are just a leader for now. Before you know, you have left and all that. And he said, why will you say that? Why will you do this? Then he just said, everybody do whatever you like. He just concluded. He made the positive decision and just concluded. And I told him, why did you rush to make this decision? Why don't you just calm down? He did this first time. That was one particular time. Then he did it again. And I told him, as a friend, you actually need to calm down in what you do. Then after everything, it was not like you must. I said, what? Must do what? And then I walked out because of the whole scene they were trying to create. I walked out. Then he thought, why would Victor walk out? Think about it. Then that same moment, this same guy came to meet me and was like, Victor, I thought of what you said. And what you actually said was right. Because we actually love to make impulsive decisions. We don't think from other people's angles. We feel we are always right. And when we feel we are always right as a leader, we don't consider other people's emotion. There is a very big problem. There is a very huge gap we create. And another thing that a lot of us have, we have this feeling in us that this is my favorite. I love this person more than the other. You are trying to be an emotionally intelligent person. You actually need to know that if you are a leader, you should not have a favorite. Everyone should be treated the same way. The same way you want to treat A should be the same way you want to treat B. Don't choose who you want to work with. You are actually shortchanging or making someone feel bad because you decide to push the person away. So as a leader, you actually need to study and understand the way you treat people, understand them, build relationships, make people feel loved when they are around you, make people passionate, build, leaders create an environment. Leaders create the environment. You see, an environment was very down before. The leader was very autocratic. The leader was very fierce. He's very action. He's actionable. He's this and that, but he's very arrogant. He knows how to control people. He doesn't give people freedom and all that. What kind of picture do you create? Then they now bring a person that is loving, a person that is great, a person that he has this collaborative spirit. He has a different mindset and he loves to bring people closer to himself. You see that organization starts to thrive. So leaders create an environment. If you can actually understand that emotion plays a huge role in your style of leadership, then you will grow. That is very important. Try to understand that emotion is very important. You actually need to acknowledge errors as a leader. Another thing, acknowledge errors as a leader. We do something wrong. I've done something wrong. And then I don't want to take responsibility. I know that this thing I did was wrong. Deep down, I can actually feel it that it's wrong. I know I'm wrong. For me to just say it out of pride, I don't just say it. Okay, I did this wrongly. Okay, I did this to win this position. I hurt a lot of people. Why not just take responsibility? Why not apologize when need be? Make your people, make those you lead happy when they have you around. It's very important. Acknowledge that people put you there. People put you there. That position that you are in currently, people put you there. So you need to be accountable to them. You don't need to feel that you are now the boss, you are now the head of the organization, you are the one in charge now. You don't care about those in your charge. Like Simon Sinek says, leadership is very important for every organization. Leadership is not about being in charge, but it's about being in charge. It's about people in your charge, taking care of those in your charge. People, you are leading people, so those people need to feel your impact. Those people need to know if you truly care about them. Most times, if you care about people, they are ready to make as much sacrifices as possible because of you. But most times, we don't really care about what people feel. We just feel the way we want it to be done, we do it. And that is very wrong. So, lead by example. Lead by example. This thing is very important. You see, I want people to do this thing. I'm telling them, do it. And when I say do it, you just go and do it. But then when I'm involved as a leader, I say, let's do it and do it. There's a difference. So when I say let's do it, I'm part of it. And you feel so relevant, you feel so happy that your leader is with you doing it. So that's very important. I'm not telling people do this, do that. Also try to understand that some people that are doing these things, they are not happy that you are not there. They feel you are earning so much money. You are earning all the money, but you are trying to control those people. So you actually need to be part of those. Be part of those that are doing it. Be involved. Even if they are trying to till the ground, trying to do all sorts of things, be part of them. They are going to they are going to do certain things. Follow them. Do it. Be there. Supervise. Organize. And delegate. Do all you can do. But just be involved in one way or the other. Be involved. Don't just share roles and do this. Also be part of it. Ask them for feedback. What do you think we can do better? How can we improve? All those things are very important. For most of us, just feel we are the leader. We just assign roles. We just let people go and all that. Think about the emotional problems or impediments you give to people when you don't even involve yourself. And that is when you are not even available. It also causes a lot of problem. People feel so bad that their leader is not with them and all that. People love to see their leader. A lot of people do a lot of things because their leader is involved. The result you get when your leader is involved is different from when your leader is not involved. When your leader is assigning roles, telling you to do this, telling you to do that. So you actually need to assign roles, but also be involved in the role as a leader. This helps you to build your emotional intelligence and also the emotional intelligence of people you are leading. This is very important. So another thing that there was a video or a training we did with Gilroy Michael. I think that was 2 months or 3 months ago. I attended this training with Gilroy Michael, and he was talking about leadership, and then he asked me, "What do you think about?" He was just talking about this whole aspect of empowerment, talking about leadership and all that. Then I said, a very great way to build trust is when you empower people with leadership. But most times, we want to hold the power. We want to hold the power. We are giving the authority, and then we now start complaining. So as a leader, we should be able to entrust power, give them the opportunity to lead. Feel free. Sometimes you just have to sit at the back, watch what they are doing. This thing is working. If they're having challenges, they come to meet you. This helps to build trust, build the consistency, build everything, a form of commitment. People feel committed when they are actually involved in what they are doing. People feel really emotionally connected to your organization when you tend to give them authority to do certain things. Tell this man, go and do this. And when he does it very well, he comes to me to give you feedback. I did it well. Wow. And you are like, wow, you are doing really well. Keep up the good work. You tell them good words. And this also helps them build their emotions and passion for the job. But most of us feel it's all that is the fact. So you give people opportunity to groom themselves. Let them fail, like Dharshani said. Failure is not really part of my dictionary. But I must tell you, failure is a very great route to success. People, when they fail, they just feel I can't do it again and all that. I remember when we started, network has been very bad and all that. We kept improving, kept trying our best, no matter what. And we kept on doing it. So we don't really care, even if we fail. We know that there's another way to improve. There's a better way to do it. No matter what, we just keep trying our best. And then maybe we now find the best platform to do whatsoever we are doing. And the opportunity, it works out. If it doesn't work out, encourage them, give people that form of encouragement, make them feel loved when they are the leader. But most times we hate entrusting people with power and all that. Dharshani, you know that's very bad thing. Then another thing is don't act on now. Don't act on now. Don't make hasty decisions, like you said. Don't make impulsive decisions. Don't rush to make decisions. You can actually take your time to process things. How do people feel? Think about it in the long run. What you do, the counter reaction that occurs when you hurt people's feelings. Think about those things. So don't rush to make decisions. Just calm down. Possibly someone brought something to you. He brought a very great suggestion to you. You can just take it to people. You meet people, what do you think about this? The other person says, it's not a great idea. Don't end there. You meet another person, what do you think about it? If the other person says it's a very wonderful idea, the next person says it's a very wonderful idea, then you possibly bring people together, allow them interact, share their opinions and all that. And in the end, this idea actually becomes a game changer in your organization. If you actually give people opportunity to share their opinions to you, not just sharing their opinions to you, also making them, trying to understand them. You don't rush to make decisions. You take your time to process things. People feel happy when their ideas are supported. But most times when we tell them, no, don't do this, don't do that, they feel so bad and they don't even care, they don't even have this urge to reach out to you again. So that's one thing that a lot of us we need to actually make people feel secure around us. Very important. Then also try to preach love, unity, oneness, make people feel like a family. There are some organizations I've seen online, not just online, some organizations I've been to. One thing that helps them to thrive is love. When the leader tells me do this, sometimes I can even wake up in the night because of my leader. I don't really care about the amount paid anymore. What I care is the value I'm delivering because the leader is always energizing. Like Dharshani said, motivation is very important. We have motivation, self-awareness, and all these things. When the leader helps me to grow, when I'm in that organization, I feel really happy that I'm in that organization. This organization is building me for greater things. Imagine those things when I actually become better when I'm in my organization. Why won't I be ready to give back to that organization? Most times when the organization does not give me any value, does not build me, all I just have is guilt, envy, pains, and all that. All this affects my feelings, my emotions, and I have a lot of problems at the end of the day. So we actually need to study things, study the way we are doing things, study the way we affect those people we are leading. How do we impact them? Is it positively or negatively? Think about it. Then another thing is ask for feedbacks. Reach out to people, ask them, what do you think? What do you think about this? Don't just conclude, ask them. Try to understand how they feel about your idea. Possibly this idea, you have it on your mind, you want to do it. You cannot just conclude on an idea because you are not the only one going to do it. So many persons actually need to be involved in that thing you are doing. So when you decide to do it on your own, then it's only you that will, in the end, perform that task. But when you tell people, this is what I want to do, the vision now transcends from one person to millions of persons because people now resonate to the frequency of the vision. People now understand what you are talking about. Most times we just do things for now. We just think our idea is the greatest idea. That idea that you have, possibly that idea just needs to be refined. That idea just needs to come out. When you tell people, people now reason it and they love the idea. They don't just love the idea, but now they are trying to see how they can refine the idea. But most times we feel this idea is the greatest. Then you just start it, you just do it, and everything just falls off. But when you tell people, most times people will listen to you. They will, this thing you are saying is great, it's wonderful. Possibly we can just switch certain things. Let's try some other things to do better. And that is actually the game changer. That changes everything. So you actually need to be able to tell people, ask them for feedback. What do you think? How can we improve? How can we do better? How can we grow in this organization? How can we build people? How can we train people? Very important. Then build effective communication. I will always say this: build effective communication. Like I said before, you don't need to have this, my favorite. I don't need to have a click. There should not be anything like, okay, I'll keep that. And the set of people, then you forget that you are actually body. When you are working with everybody, when you're in an organization, you should not be like, this is the only people I can talk to. I actually need to be able to talk to everyone. Yes, problems may come up at the end of the day, but still try to communicate to the best of your ability. Yes, people will hate you, people will not like you and all that, but just know that you don't need to form cliques. It's very important. Then try to build a formidable team. One thing that actually kills organization is godfatherism. One thing that kills organization is godfatherism. And why did I say godfatherism? I've been in situations or organizations where politics or elections are being done. Then they see the good people that can actually do things well. They see the people that can do things effectively, but they tend to give the result, or just rig the election to give to the wrong people that cannot effectively deliver. And when we do this, we tend to emotionally spoil people's minds and make them feel so bad that they were not giving what they are supposed to be giving. Think about it. People contested for positions for reasons because they want to be very good. They want to change the way things are being done. They want to change the narrative. They want to make life better for people out there. There are a lot of people that are so passionate about leadership. They're so passionate about changing people's mindset, about building lives and all that. But most times we give it to the wrong people. Those people squander our money. They bring the association to the least standard, and then problems come along the way, and we start blaming ourselves that why did we not give the right people. So an emotionally intelligent person is able to know that this person is good for the job, and we should not care about this person is not my clique, this person is not my type, this person is not for my side, this person is not my friend and all that. Study people, know those that can lead your organization and take it to greater heights. Don't rush to give your friend power. You give your friend power, your friend disappoints you in the end. Then they will say that you were part of those that brought those people into power. The person into power, they will still be searching for that person. Then you will be blaming yourself that why did I do this? So when we tend to see that we are trying to build a very effective leadership style, we are trying to build a leadership that transcends beyond now, a leadership that changes the narrative, a leadership that makes people passionate and happy that okay, emotionally I'm growing, socially I'm growing, in my intelligence I'm growing because I'm doing very well in my organization. That's already the major thing. That's the major essence of this training, so that you can know that there are a lot of things you can change. Don't rush to go and give people, just go and vote, just nominate someone that's not effective, is not good. We all know in every organization, there is one person that is very good in that organization that can actually take that organization to greater heights. That person should be given the opportunity to lead. Don't take this leadership as don't take this politics or leadership as something that has to do with enemies and all that. A lot of people, when they comes to election, they start getting enemies. They start, they are even willing to, they are ready to kill people because of politics and all that, and that is very wrong. An organization is supposed to be built on the foundation of love. If there is love in every organization, that organization will continue to grow. So we actually need to study ourselves. How is our organization being built? Are we able to reach out to people and they are ready to accept tasks? People are ready to do things. People are ready to take responsibilities. They are really passionate about what they are doing. They don't even need to ask them, let's do this, let's do that. They are ready to do it. They don't even worry about things. That is the kind of organization we need to build in every place we find ourselves. Emotional intelligence helps us to resolve conflict. It helps us in so many ways. It brings peace, it brings unity, brings love, and all that. So, one last thing I want to say is people with common enemy become close friends. You see people, two people now, they are dragging for, okay, let's say, for example, two people want someone to become the leader, while the whole organization has someone they want to become the leader. But then two persons now say that because we have been the leaders of this organization before, we want this person to become the leader, while we don't want that other person who is good. But the only thing is that he's not my friend, he's not the person that relates with me, he's not going to pay money to me in the end after he becomes the leader and all that. He's not going to pay homage, like they say, pay homage, he's not going to be loyal to me and all that. Think about the problems we bring up from that organization. Two persons just spoil the organization. So when people tend to, I don't know if you understand what I mean. Two persons, when they are arguing or they have a common enemy, when they have a common enemy, they become close friends. They begin to think of how they can spoil that other person's reputation. They want to spoil that other person's reputation. That other person that wants to do things better. They want to see how they can remove that person, kill that person, destroy the person, because they don't want that person that is not their friend to become the leader. So one thing that we should actually do is to build a spirit of love. Like I said again, build a spirit of love. Try to study yourself, look at your organization, see how you can improve. Try to make people motivated, make people passionate, make people energetic in that organization. And also, like Dharshani has always said, everything we are seeing here is not just a matter of words, it's a matter of action. All these things I'm telling you are things that I've experienced through life. These things are from experience. There are a lot of hurtful experiences I've been in. There are a lot of great experiences I've been in. But these hurtful experiences has made me to be at least stronger. At least I'm now able to, speak out, do certain things, tell you a story, tell you my story, and let you know that these things can actually be changed if we want to improve. But most of us don't want to improve. We just want to stay the way we want to stay, where we are right now. The more essence why youths need to develop themselves, youths have so many challenges. We need to develop ourselves. That's the more reason why we put together this program and NLP, which is neuro what?
Neuro-linguistic
Linguistic
programming.
programming is very effective in building a very great leadership style. You need to ensure that you have a very good emotion. You build a very good emotion in your organization. You are emotionally intelligent. You know how to do things. You study people. You know that this person is not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for this right now. And you're going to, okay, you see someone is not really in the mood for something and you just start pushing that thing to the person, pushing that thing to the person. How would that feel? How would the person feel? So try to be in people's shoes. This, okay, maybe someone lost his dad and you're not breaking up, and let's go for this engagement, let's go for that, let's do this. Someone is sick, let's go do this, do that. There are certain things. You try to understand people's emotion, how they feel, and what they are going through at the moment. If they tell you that this is what they are going through at the moment, give them time to get themselves, possibly try to be of help to them and all that. So it is very important to be emotionally intelligent as a leader. You don't just jump, you don't just rush and do things. Just try your possible best to understand people just the same way you understand yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. It is what you have that you can give. So if you can actually understand yourself, definitely be able to understand other people's emotions. So that is one thing you actually need to build yourself in 2025. And once more, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much, Dharshani Sivakumar.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
See, emotional intelligence and NLP is one of my favorite two topics. And I can go keep on talking just because of the time constraint and just cut it
Yeah,
short.
yeah, yeah. That,
So we'll come back with more sessions.
definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay, so well, I think I took down some points. Let me um okay, okay. So in a situation where someone has this impulsive behavior and then you try to tell the person about it, um the person doesn't listen, what will you do?
See, you should never go talk to a person when that person is about to take an impulsive decision. He or she is not going to listen to you.
Okay,
After a couple of hours, after a day or two, then you go talk to that person. What happened that day? What made you to take that impulsive decisions? Were you something where you was it disturbing you? Understand what triggered an emotion for that particular individual to take that particular decision, and then ask, okay, now what is that you want?
definitely.
When a person is on emotional high, never go try and communicate to that person. That person is going to take impulsive decisions only.
That's true. That's true. And one thing about when the person is angry, the person makes a decision when he is angry, it's a very huge problem. When you are very angry, you are fierce, like you said. Person is fierce,
You'll regret it later.
you will regret it. So most times you just have to calm down to do certain things. A
Yeah.
very huge, a very big, it's a very big lesson to learn. And you can kill someone. You can kill someone because you are angry. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I've been in an experience. I've seen someone that I've heard of someone that she almost stabbed a man because she wants things to be done her own way. Think about it. Even
Uh,
this is a very big, big issue. Even drugs. What about drugs? Drugs also affects people's emotions, the way people think, the way people do things. Drugs also affect it as well too. When someone is hyper, someone is high, and all that too. Definitely, definitely. So feel free to ask me questions.
no questions for now. I would say I think this has given you a good, good kickstart to a new beginning from tomorrow. I think it's a good thought-provoking session which has happened.
Definitely,
Sit back and go back to this video. If you have any more questions, comment it down below. I'll be very well and happy to answer that. And we'll come back with more of deep dives into NLP and EI in coming up sessions or in the near future. We're looking forward for that.
definitely, definitely, definitely. So I'm going to give some shout outs. I'm going to share some shout outs to Longting Enterprise, Mr. Oliver Wenanetiga from Germany, and founder of Longting Enterprise. Thank you for sponsoring us and supporting us all through our program. And I want to give a shout out to Gilre Michael from Grass. I want to give a shout out to Precious Iman. I want to give a shout out to Jamila Umar. To give a shout out to all our team members that have in one way supported us throughout our youth development show. So we do appreciate you all for being with us. So in any way you want to support us, in any way you want to sponsor us, you want to partner with us, you want to collaborate with us, you want to be our guest speaker, in any way you want to be part of Future Setters Institute's team, just reach out to the full number on the screen, which is +234 7036 214263. So when you reach out to the number, you'll be able to engage in a very great conversation, share what you want to do with future setters, and definitely you also learn a lot. Also, if you're interested in being part of our WhatsApp group, you can also reach out to this phone number as well on WhatsApp, so you can be part of our WhatsApp group. So when you reach out to the number, you'll be added immediately to our WhatsApp group. So these are upcoming programs. So let me quickly share. Let me share the program. Okay, so this is our upcoming program, and that is going to take place on the 20th of April. So the 20th of April is Easter Sunday. So by 3 p.m. West African time, we're going to be talking on overcoming depression, steps to build your mental health. Steps to build your mental health. And we have a doctor, is a physiotherapist. So he's going to be talking to us on how to overcome depression, because this is a very huge topic. A lot of young people they are depressed, possibly through drugs, possibly through a lot of things. And we're going to tell you the steps to build your mental health. You're going to learn this from us. This is going to take place this coming Sunday by 3 p.m. West African time. Then also we are going to be having another session. I'm going to be having another session, and let me quickly share. Okay, so another session. This is for episode 9. We are going to be having Mr. Stephen Koto, and the topic is building a servant leadership style, pros and cons. You see, yes, definitely just anticipate this program. Anticipate the program is going to be huge. Why for our episode 8, we are going to be having Nora Bauer, and the program is going to be very much thought provoking, just like Dharshani said, it's going to be thought provoking. So feel free to be part of our program. In any way you want to collaborate with us, you can reach out to this number on the screen. If you want to get a shout out on our live session, you also reach out to us to support us, and also reach out to us. Who always give a shout out to you. If you have an organization you want to talk about via Future Setters Institute, reach out to us, and definitely you'll be enlisted on our program. So we do appreciate you all for being with us. Once more, I want to appreciate our guest speaker in person of Dharshani Sivakumar. It's so nice reaching out to you, and I do appreciate you for what you shared with us today. Definitely, a lot of people learned a lot from your experience, because you are really experienced in the aspect of coaching. Yes, the aspect of coaching. And you also said you are a TEDx speaker. That means it's really a lot to be a TEDx speaker, because definitely I've talk to a lot of young individuals, so many persons. You'll be able to overcome stage fright, fear, and so many things, because definitely these things are things that people will definitely need to overcome before they get to the level you are right now. And you are really young.
That's
Yes, and you are really young.
that's what I was that one kid who was never scared of
Oh,
stage. Stage was my favorite place.
awesome.
So I don't know. Luckily, I never had that issue that I'm nervous, scared of stage. Nah, that's not
That,
me. I enjoy being there. You will not see me amongst the audience, but you can see me in the backstage or in the stage.
wow, that's good. That's good. Definitely, it's a great one. So you definitely be a role model to a lot of young individuals out there. So if you've not followed Dharshani on LinkedIn, feel free to follow her on LinkedIn. Her name is Dharshani Sivakumar. So you will surely see her name on my LinkedIn post. Yes, on our company page as well. You see the name there. So you just simply follow her and also reach out to her in one way or the other, all that. So definitely, you have a lot of speakers lined up already for you, so that you can become the best version of yourself in 2025. So do well to participate actively in our programs. Once more, it's great working with you, Dharshani Sivakumar.
Thank you so
We look
much.
forward to
Thank
greater
you.
collaborations. I look forward to greater collaborations. Definitely, we have more to achieve together. A lot of things to achieve together. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes,
So
we will.
I'll play Future Setters audio play. so we can listen
Welcome
before
to
we...
Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
So once more, thank you so much, Dashani. In 1 minute,
Thank
if you
you.
are to give the young person watching you right now an advice, any advice whatsoever, just 1 minute, just tell us.
Okay. Not like as a statement, but this is one thing I would like to tell the all the young minds who's gonna listen this or who's listening this with us today, that uh, no matter in what age you are, if you have a dream, if you have the confidence, if you believe in yourself, go for it. Age is age is nothing. Age cannot stop you from doing what you're doing. And if you feel that, but because see, understand one thing, we need to start somewhere, and start from that somewhere. It will take you to heights. If you feel there's no one to guide you, if you feel you're not getting the proper guidance, reach out to me or reach out to Victor or reach out to both of us. We are here to guide you. But the only thing you have to fear is that the world needs to know who the real hero is, and let that real hero be you.
All right. Wonderful.
So, and life is a way to show that to the world out there. We need to start becoming proactive. But at the end of the day, no one is gonna come and tell you to switch off your TV, go and do your work. Nothing. It's your responsibility. It's your life. You will have to take charge of it and do what is required to do. Discipline and consistency is the key to success, what I would say. But no matter what, show up. No matter how bad your day was, no matter how good your day was, sometimes you'll have to create the sunshine. Or see, mind can be your best friend and also mind can be your worst enemy. It's like similarly like a computer system. What input you give, the same output you will
Right.
get. If you're giving a negative that, my life is crap, all this. Morning you get up, you're gonna get up drained, you're gonna get up weak. And that 8 hours sleep is not gonna help you get recharged. But go and sleep with gratitude and see morning you wake up with a lot of good ideas. So only one thing, believe in yourself. If you don't know where to create that belief system, we are here to help you. Believe in us, attend these programs, take your notes, implement it. That will take you to heights.
Definitely.
Thank you and have a great weekend. This was a pre-birthday special session. So yeah, my birthday is just coming up around the
Wow.
corner. But
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
Thank you for
Wow,
that.
wow, awesome, awesome. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. So once more, thank you so much, Dharshani. Do have a wonderful
Thank
evening.
you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much,
Thank you. You
audience.
too.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being with
Thank
us. Yeah,
you.
do have a
Thank
wonderful evening.
you.
Thank you.